Saturn glows below, its rings casting golden ribbons of light into the glass corridor of Vesper Halo. The orbital archive station hums gently, isolated in the silence of space. Mira floats weightlessly, her silver hair drifting like ink in water. She adjusts the interface on her wrist as glowing threads of starlight swirl around her, data harvested from a dying dwarf star. Her job is routine: archive emotional residues left by celestial decay. Stars remember in a way, and Mira, a star diver, listens to their final whispers. As she drifts deeper into the scan, her breath catches. Among the usual patterns, mathematical pulses, soft radiation waves, there's something else. A voice, fragmented, faint. Not supposed to be here. Is someone there? Mira blinks, pulse quickening. That wasn't from a star. Mira, softly to herself. Hello? Who are you? Silence, then static, but she heard it, and stars aren't supposed to speak like that. Back in her private lab, Mira replays the recording. She tunes the frequency, sharpens the noise floor. This time, the voice comes clearer. Flight log, Ezra Rowe, Deep Recon Unit, Valor Sector, ships damaged, memories fading. Is anyone receiving? Her eyes widen. Ezra Rowe, a pilot listed MIA 200 years ago, presumed lost in a black hole surge. She checks the database. Confirmed. Dead. Yet the neural pattern, it's active. He's not a memory. He's thinking. Her fingers tremble over the console. Ezra, how are you still here? But there's no reply this time. Only the pulse of the dying star and her racing heartbeat. Days pass. Mira returns every night, against regulation, patching into the star's frequency. The voice grows stronger, clearer. They speak in fragments, like two people caught in a dream, across dimensions. I thought I was dead. I should be. I remember my ship tearing apart. Then, light endless, warm, cold, all at once. Your mind, it fused with stellar plasma. You're inside the star. Then why do I feel like I'm still waiting for something? Mira doesn't answer right away. Because maybe she is too. Their conversations grow longer, more intimate. Ezra hums fragments of old Earth songs. Mira reads him lines of forgotten poems. He learns her voice. She learns his silences. In the lonely rhythm of the station, they become the constant in each other's lives until command finds out. She's summoned, interrogated. Officer, you're misinterpreting corrupted data. You're forming a connection with something that isn't real. Mira, he's alive. Officer, he's a hazard, and you're relieved of diving duty, effective immediately. Mira returns to her room, hands shaking. She doesn't turn on the lights. She stands in front of the wide viewport in her lab, eyes fixed on Saturn. Its rings shimmer like a slow-breathing heart. She presses her forehead to the glass, her breath leaving faint clouds on the surface. Mira, quietly, to herself, they don't understand, but you saw me. You heard me. She stays like that for a long time, still, quiet, Saturn's glow reflecting in her eyes. But when the lights dim and the stars hum, she dials in the frequency again. Ezra, gently, you don't have to risk yourself. I don't want to forget what it feels like to be seen. Determined, Mira initiates a tethered dive, illegal and dangerous. She syncs her consciousness with the starlight, plunging into Ezra's fused signal. Inside, the universe bends. She lands in a surreal landscape of floating memories, fractured constellations, and shifting sands of thought. Then, there he is, a young man, eyes dark with centuries of solitude, standing at the edge of a glowing cliff of starlight. You really came, Mira says. You're not a ghost. He reaches out, his fingers waver in light, and in that moment, it doesn't matter that the world around them is made of stars and data. It feels real. The star begins its final collapse. Warning sirens blare across Vesper Halo. Mira's consciousness tethers tremble. If she stays too long, she may lose herself permanently. Go. You don't owe me anything. I know. That's why I'm staying. She initiates a neural imprint transfer, fusing part of her own mind to stabilize his consciousness. Everything blurs. Light, pain, memory, warmth. Then, darkness. The collapsing star trembles, folds inward and shatters its own silence. Instead of vanishing, its fragments ignite, streams of gold and silver blue, weaving together, swirling like two souls finding each other in the dark. The void ripples. A new star flares to life, not chaotic, not destructive, gentle, steady, alive. Within its radiant heart, two figures drift. Mira and Ezra shaped from light and memory. They reach for each other, hands meeting at the center of the glow. The light folds around them, pulsing once, soft, steady. Their forms dissolve, merging into the heartbeat of the newborn star. Warmth floods the dark, and the universe remembers.